Ho, 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 and welcome to the Endless Honeymoon Christmas Eve edition. I'm Moshe Kasher, and I don't celebrate Christmas.
I'm Natasha Leggero.
And
And I celebrated Christmas my whole life, and it is one of the main memories of my childhood.
how was your childhood?
Huh?
How was your childhood generally, memory-wise?
It
Pretty
was good.
good? It was good, or it
Yeah, it was okay.
was good, or
I mean, it was not great, but the Christmas memories were the good
I
ones.
guess what I'm saying is, you're welcome, Natasha. I took you out of perdition and into the promised land. A
Hey,
Christmas-free 2021.
I love being a Jew, but Christmas is definitely the best that Christianity and Christ have to offer. And now I'm away having secret Christmas with our child and my brother, and I told her we don't celebrate Christmas but they do, so we're going to give them presents and they're going to give us presents.
So in a way, if I can be honest, it's a very Jewish thing that you've done, which is that you found a legal loophole.
Exactly.
Find a way to celebrate Christmas. I couldn't abide by it. I stayed away. Natasha and I have. It's not official, but we have separated.
Why
Um,
are you saying that?
well, we're separate. You and I. We're not together in the same building right now, right?
What is that when parents would get separated? Is that like we want to get divorced, but is that
We
a
don't
thing?
want to fully commit.
Right.
We want to end our commitment, but we don't want to commit to it.
Mhm.
Natasha and I actually are going strong, despite the fact that our child did start singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer the other day, and
That's not from me.
I interrogated you for about 3.5 hours to see if you had been secretly piping her Christmas carols, and it turns out it was the nanny. But Natasha, how are you? I miss you terribly.
I miss you. I've been doing a lot of reflecting since we've been away.
And
Oh, you'll just get mad.
I won't. I've never gotten mad.
No, I thought of this thing. I was thinking about you and I was like, wow, Moshe is such a great husband,
Thank you.
but he is just a terrible roommate. Like
Oh,
if you were my roommate, I would have like kicked you out. Like I would just be like, you've got to go.
aha.
It's time for you to leave. I would be like, you can have your security deposit back in cash if you leave today.
Well, I'll tell you what, the bad news is, honey,
What?
my security deposit is half of everything you own. I've got a very aggressive divorce attorney, and if you want me to go, it's going to cost you. So you might as well just stay married to me until at least until the next Christmas season.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, I wanted to hear some secrets. That's why I tuned in, or that's why I called in.
Well, thanks for tuning in, by the way, Natasha. We always appreciate when the co-host of the podcast tunes in. And I agree with you. Nothing would make this Christmas holiday more special than to hear some secrets.
Hey Natasha, hey Moshe. I have a secret. So this actually just happened this morning. My husband leaves for work pretty early, around 4 a.m. And so it's just me and the baby here. We have a 5-month-old, and we have a baby monitor that I have on my nightstand next to my desk, next to my bed. And so this morning I started to masturbate, and I was in the middle of it. I hadn't had an orgasm yet, and the baby woke up, and so the cries were coming from the baby monitor, and I turned the volume down, all the way down on the baby monitor, so that I could finish and then go pick her up from her room. So that's my secret. I silenced my child's desperate screams so that I could achieve orgasm. All right. Thanks, guys. Love the podcast. Bye.
You know, it's poetic, and I think eventually your daughter will love you more because of that attitude.
I actually just admire this woman for being able to carry on the masturbation energy after the baby interrupted the jerk sesh. You would think that a baby's crying would take you out of the moment, but the fact that you stayed in there and your stick-to-itiveness, uh, your commitment to juicing, I gotta say, it's admirable. So you win Mom of the Year and Merry Christmas, by the way, because that's a Christmas story if ever I've heard one.
I feel like you're not being sincere when you wish people a Merry Christmas.
I do. You know what? I'll be honest with you.
How do
I
you know
like,
she's not Jewish?
what's that?
How do you know she's not Jewish? You hate when people wish you Merry Christmas.
I do not. I don't mind it. I mean, look, I am a conscripted member in the war on Christmas, but much like all Jews are, but much like many soldiers in our current armed forces, I go where I'm ordered to go. It doesn't mean that I necessarily support the campaign, but out of duty, I have to fight the war. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think every soldier in Iraq was thinking, yeah, this is worth it, we should be in Iraq? No, but they did the mission, and that's what I do when I fight against Christmas. I like Christmas. I think it's nice, but I am committed as a Jewish person to destroying it and to wiping it from the cultural map. So at some point in the next, hopefully, 100 years, no one will celebrate Christmas any longer. And I say that with no pleasure. I say that as a soldier in the war on Christmas.
Okay, well, thank you. Can we hear another secret?
Let's do it.
Hey, so I'm hiding my voice so no one knows who I am, but love the pod. I love you folks. And I told my wife that I found a girl that looks like her on a porno, and she didn't like that for some reason. But then I also found a girl that kind of looks like her best friend, and I really get off to masturbating to this girl that looks like her best friend. I don't know. I never told anybody. It's kind of hot.
What accent was this guy doing, by the way? It was at times English, at times German. I don't know. Natasha, do you often look at pornography to try to find a lookalike to me?
No, I have not done that before, but I don't think they really have it.
You don't think they have uh, bookish Jew porn?
Maybe we should look.
Well, I'll tell you what is funny about porn in the nerd category. I don't know how much you've delved into the nerd category, but you can oftentimes feel the porn producer's laziness in the nerd category because it'll just be some like hot Maxim model with a like $9 pair of lensless glasses frames with tape around the middle, and they'll be like, it's a nerd. I mean, listen, don't come to me with nerd porn when it's just some 10 wearing glasses, because that's not a nerd to me, okay?
What do you think of this guy jerking off to a girl that looks like his wife's best friend? That feels pretty normal, right?
Feels like a healthy way to live out your adultery fantasies without actually engaging in anything untoward. I support it. In fact, in fact, I often do a very similar thing.
Yeah,
Uh,
what do you do?
well, you know your friends Ari and Ethan, the two twins that you're friends with,
Yeah,
the
the men.
filmmaker and the musician.
Yeah.
There's these twins that like they made a bunch of great videos like Two Boys One Cup, a couple fellas for the holidays, just me and the boys, twins. It's a porn remake of the Danny DeVito Arnold Schwarzenegger film from the early '90s. Anyway, I'll often just delve into that area of Pornhub, and I really enjoy it.
Cool.
So Ari, Ethan, if you're watching, this one's for you. Should we listen to another secret?
Yes.
Hi, I'm calling in with my secret. So I'm in a situationship with one guy, and my ex contacted me asking if he could buy my used, or I guess dirty panties off of me. And he's a terrible person. He broke up with me through text message right before I was supposed to move in with him. So he pays me $55 and sometimes more if I masturbate into the panties, and then I just give them to him. And no one knows about it, and I can't tell anyone because everyone thinks he's a horrible person, which he is. But I do it for the money because why the fuck not? Like, I gotta pay my bills and you're giving me $50 for doing nothing. Thanks for letting me share.
Okay, 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 okay. This has to stop this
Oh,
week.
really?
Yes, yes, for sure. Psychically, she needs to This guy is just like a leech, you know. He's a perv. He didn't treat her with respect. She's like, it's not that much money. There's other ways to get $55. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
like what, Natasha?
I don't know. I Maybe she needs to get a roommate. You know, she
You just complained at the beginning of this thing how bad having a roommate is.
no, how
All
bad
you need.
you are as a roommate.
So she needs to get a
I'm an
respectful roommate.
excellent roommate.
What would you do, Natasha? Have some random guy from Craigslist move into your apartment to help you pay your bills? Or just like put on a pair of underwear, which you were going to do anyway, slip them off at the end of the night and drop them into a DHL box? I think that this is a good way to make money at the expense of the other guy. And you know what? What I would do if I was her is I would start faking it. Just start sending clean one. You know what? Rub the panty on a casserole or just you know, like some gym equipment, and send that to him. Actually, here's a great way to do it. Find somebody with athlete's foot. Tell them to put the panty on their foot because you know he's like smothering himself with it while he jerks off to your memory. And then you can give this guy a really nice fungal infection on the lips. That's what I recommend.
Okay, I disagree with Moshe. I think you need to cut this guy out of your life because it's not just like the money, because they have history. He broke up with her via text message right before they were supposed to move in with each other. And now for money, she's giving him her used underwear. Like, unless you like are so over him and now in like a different relationship and it's like whatever, but it seems like this is still fresh. I don't know. I wouldn't give him what he wants.
Well,
Why?
hopefully it is still fresh because that's what the guy's paying for. He wants them fresh, right off the body, directly from the crotch. And you know what? I'll tell you what, though, I don't really relate to I guess it's specific, but the whole idea of used panties, I just don't really understand the eroticism, the erotic charge of dirty laundry.
Is it like he's masturbating and then when he has his orgasm he puts them on his face? Is that how it works?
Wait, so wait, in your mind's eye, he's got them on the side, and as he orgasms, he grabs them and puts them over his face? I would imagine he probably uses them the entire time. He thinks there's something hot about having them the whole time.
Oh my God, that's so demeaning. He's like,
You think so?
I don't even want you here. I just want your pussy juice.
No, I think it's I want the memory of your pussy juice. And he probably sings that song Memories from Cats. And I
And her
think that
friends
actually
are
that's what
warning her. He's a dick.
I actually think that's what the song Memories by Andrew Lloyd Webber was about.
I think he has a really big dick. I think he's a big loser.
Why do you think he has a big dick? What makes you think that?
Because he's just like doing as little as possible and like just like thinks that he can just sexually just do whatever the fuck he wants and collect her panties. And I mean, anyone who's collecting someone's panties who they're not date their ex-girlfriend's panties like daily, like all they're doing is jerking off.
Well, of
They don't
course.
have like an
No
active
one thought
life.
he was looking for extra underwear to get through the day. Natasha, we're not in the same city right now, and I'm missing you. Do you think there would be a possibility of you overnighting me a pair of your underwear? Clean, because I'm out of laundry.
It's Christmas Eve, Moshe, so I'm gonna say no.
No, what do you mean? That would be such a great gift.
Oh, that's what you want for Christmas?
Yes, all I want for Christmas is used panties. All right, Natasha, Merry Christmas, okay?
Okay, happy holidays.
Do not tell our child the reason for the season. If you must celebrate the holiday, please do not mention the Christ child. That's all
Oh
I ask.
God, no
Do
Christ.
not mention the Christ child.
No Christ.
Do not. Do not mention the manger. Do not mention the miracle. No mention of frankincense, myrrh, wise men. A great miracle happened here. None of that. Okay?
Honey, that was never part of my Christmas either.
You cannot watch the Santa Claus. You cannot watch the Polar Express. You can watch the Rudolph live action animation because I think Rudolph actually is classically, I think, a Jew. I mean, think about it. His name's Rudolph. He's got a big nose, that everybody knows him for. He's smarter than everybody else. Guys, it's been great to be here. Happy Christmas to everybody, and have a happy New Year. And by the way, do not forget to go to tinyurl.com/2022 mega show and get your tickets to our online comedy mega show. Me, Natasha, Maria Bamford, Tsuko, who is a friend of the pod. Actually, both of them are. They've both been on. Andrew Michon, he's been on. Brent Weinbach, he's been on. They both are better from their COVID. And Caleb Huron, he's not been on, but we're going to have him on soon. Get your tickets now while supplies last. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Also, Moshe, you're very, I would just want to compliment you letting me and our daughter have some sort of Christmas experience. It's very
Hey, you do you. I just can't be in the same city as it. That's the dispensation I'm making. But listen, bah humbug to everybody out there. And Natasha, I love you.
I love you too.